Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. Today we're going to talk about garlic and specifically garlic nodules. It's September 4th and I recently did my video where I was processing all my garlic, and I was saving some garlic for seed, but you know that I was saving the nodules off. This is elephant garlic, and they put these little nodules on, and I planted them last year, did a video, and I didn't really do a follow-up for it, but they didn't do very well at all. They were like this. I saved them when I harvested my garlic, and I took and just put them in a bucket and let them dry out. Now, since then, and knowing that was a fail, I decided to try another method, and another YouTuber talked about peeling these. They have a really hard shell on them. They are a little, it's a little bit of a pain to peel them, but I look at it like I kind of enjoy trying new things. And this would be quite a few, as I call these, garlic seeds. But anyway, what you do is you take this hard peeling off of here, and you have, I wouldn't say an almond, but you have the part of it that was inside. And now what we're going to do with these, we're going to plant these and just see how they do, so we can actually tell before we put these all in the garden. And so what I've done, I've taken a few cell trays. I got 6, and I've tried. I have this side here was some of them that actually pulled off. They have an inner shell too, and this was one that kind of exposed the core of them. And so I put it in here to see what difference if that made on germinating them. And these ones here were basically whole. So what we're going to do, we're going to I'll water these in good, and then we're just going to put our little cover on them, and we're going to put them on the shelf, and we'll see how long it takes them to come up, or if they do come up, because I don't want to dedicate a space this year to have garlic and it not happen. So and anyway, they say these won't stratify into cloves. They say first year is going to be solid bulb. For if I'm going to be freeze drying garlic to save it, it won't matter if it's clove or not, because I'm going for the volume of it. But I want to see that too, and if I plant some of these early, see how much of a difference it makes, because I do have all the ones that I saved whenever I originally harvested. This year I put them in a container, a pot, and I put just some dirt with them, you know, this soil out of the garden, so that they would stay moist. Now I do have one that's trying to germinate right now, but it doesn't, I mean, there's maybe 1,000 of them in there. So we're going to see if this makes a difference, and then, like I say, we have the other, which we can pull out the ones that do start growing and plant them. But it doesn't appear that they're going to be that's going to be successful, but it could. But when I went through and I've dug up and went to check on some of them, they were mushy inside, like they were basically just rotting in there. So we're going to see this experiment, and let's see how it does. So we'll do an update here in however long it takes for them to come up. All right, it is October 21st. Now this was started on September 4th, and now all of the little nodules off the elephant garlic that had an outside sheath all the way on, which this one was broken out. You can see how that's part of the sheath of the inside sheath is taken off. These here were all the way stripped down. You can see the roots forming there. This one here is really growing good. And you can see it doesn't have any inner sheath too. Now, whenever I was talking about this, you could see it earlier in the video, but what I've gathered from this experiment is and I had 4 out of 6 of these ones that actually put out roots. Now, the ones that just had the outer hard skin taken off, none of them germinated yet in this amount of time. The ones that I had accidentally pulled off part of the inner sheath, and I was going to say 4 out of 6 germinated and started forming the roots. So in this experiment, I'm going to say that the best way to get the nodules to grow from the elephant garlic is actually take off the outside sheath and then that inner skin, and then plant them, and I think they'll do good. So for future reference, if you decide you want to plant them, I think this is the best way to get them to guarantee success. Anyway, if you want to see more of my videos, just hit that subscribe, hit the bell, and if you like it, of course, give it a big thumbs up and share this video. It really helps my channel. Happy gardening.